Every year I ask them for some feedback and everybody says do it again.
Emergency physicians usually spend their time in the emergency room, but today, some aspiring doctors in York got a taste of the other side, finding out what EMS crews deal with in the field. It is part of WellSpan York Hospital's annual EMS Skills Day.
Medical residents spent all morning getting hands-on training. Sonica Bargo joins us now with more. Sonica.
Valerie, Alicia, WellSpan doctors tell me knowing what happens before a patient gets to the hospital helps emergency physicians do their jobs better and emphasizes communication between everyone in charge of keeping people alive. From treating patients in the back of an ambulance
Got a flash.
to getting someone on a stretcher.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Residents at WellSpan York Hospital are getting an inside look at how EMS crews do their job.
So they get to learn and experience what happens to a patient and what the folks out in the field are doing.
These doctors to be usually see patients at the hospital, but emergency physician Thomas Yike says what happens on the way to the ER is just as important.
Because what happens in the field can definitely affect what we do once the patient arrives at the hospital.
Medicine for me started with my mother, who was an emergency room nurse for 27 years.
For first-year resident Levi Folker, the ER was a natural fit.
Like that hands-on blue-collar type stuff is what I'm really interested in.
He and his peers got plenty of hands-on experience Wednesday.
Did CPR inside the back of the ambulance, got really sweaty.
Learning that what EMS crews do, like getting an IV started or a breathing tube in a moving ambulance, is always a challenge.
How difficult and hard work it is just to get the patient from a traumatic scene, like a car accident, into the hospital.
Yike says that's the whole point. Seeing this side of emergency medicine gives future doctors perspective.
They have a little bit more understanding and more empathy for what is and is not performed prior to arrival.
And helps them do their job better.
Something I've seen just in the emergency department is all those conversations with the EMS guys are probably the most helpful part of a lot of patient histories.
Now, while these residents are training to be doctors, that doesn't rule out a career in EMS. Dr. Yike tells me there are 1- or 2-year EMS fellowships, an option for residents who want to spend more time in the field. In the studio, Sonica Bargo, ABC 27 News.
Thank you, Sonica.